The Northeast, before the hum of machines, was a land of farms and forests. Families worked the land, grew their food and made their clothes. Life was tough but simple. People lived in small towns connected by dirt roads. The pace of life was slow, dictated by the seasons. But change was on the horizon, blowing in from across the Atlantic. Across the ocean, in England, a revolution was brewing, the Industrial Revolution. New machines were being invented that could spin thread and weave cloth faster than any human. These machines promised wealth and progress, and soon, their influence would be felt across the Atlantic. The Northeast, with its fast-flowing rivers and abundance of natural resources, was ripe for change. The stage was set for America's own Industrial Revolution. The year was 1790, the place Pawtucket, Rhode Island. A small building stood beside the Blackstone River, its water wheel churning. Inside, something remarkable was happening. America's first factory was born. It wasn't much to look at, this simple wooden structure, but it held the seeds of a transformation that would reshape the nation. This first factory, built by Moses Brown, was a textile mill. It housed machines modeled after the revolutionary designs coming out of England. These machines, powered by the flowing river, could spin cotton into thread much faster than any spinning wheel. The factory system, with its division of labor and reliance on machines, had taken root in American soil. It was a small step, but it signaled a giant leap for American industry. The success of the Pawtucket factory was thanks in part to a young English immigrant named Samuel Slater. Slater had worked in one of the advanced textile mills in England. He memorized the intricate designs of the machines, a secret closely guarded by the British. In 1789, Slater sailed to America, carrying with him the knowledge that would launch an industrial revolution. Slater partnered with Moses Brown and built a new mill in Pawtucket, incorporating the advanced technology he had brought from England. His mill became a model for others, and soon, similar factories sprang up across the Northeast. Slater's knowledge, carried across the ocean in his memory, helped to ignite the Industrial Revolution on American shores. Early factories like Slater's mill relied on water power. Rivers and streams became sources of energy, turning water wheels that powered the machinery. Factories clustered near waterfalls and rapids, harnessing the power of nature. But water power had its limitations. It was dependent on the whims of nature. Droughts could bring production to a halt, and factories had to be located near suitable water sources. The invention of the steam engine changed everything. Steam engines fueled by coal or wood could power factories anywhere, regardless of rivers or rainfall. Factories grew larger, their machines humming with the power of steam. The steam engine liberated industry from the constraints of nature, allowing factories to be built in cities and towns across the landscape. The pace of industrialization quickened, fueled by the power of steam. Section 5. Roads, Rivers, and Canals. Getting goods moving. The rise of factories brought a new challenge: how to transport raw materials to the factories and finished goods to markets. Early roads were little more than dirt paths, impassable in bad weather. Transportation was slow and expensive. The need for better transportation networks was clear. The solution came in the form of canals and improved roads. Canals like the Erie Canal connected rivers and lakes, creating waterways that could carry goods across vast distances. Turnpikes, toll roads built by private companies, offered smoother and faster travel. These transportation improvements were essential to the growth of industry, connecting factories to markets and fueling the expansion of the American economy. Section 6. Boomtowns and factory clocks, life in the industrial Northeast. The rise of factories transformed the landscape of the Northeast. Mill towns sprang up along rivers, their populations swelling with workers seeking employment. Brick factories towered over wooden houses, their smokestacks spewing coal smoke into the air. The rhythm of life changed, dictated by the factory whistle and the clock. Life in the factories was hard. Workers, many of them immigrants or families who had left their farms, toiled long hours in often dangerous conditions. Child labor was common, with children as young as 7 working alongside adults. But factory work also offered a new kind of opportunity. For many, it was a chance to escape the poverty and uncertainty of farm life and earn a steady wage. The Industrial Revolution was reshaping not just the economy, but the very fabric of American society. Section 7. The Northeast's Industrial All-Stars State by State. Across the Northeast, states were swept up in the tide of industrialization. Each state found its niche, its industries fueled by its unique resources and location. Let's take a closer look. Massachusetts, known for its textile mills, particularly in Lowell, where the factory system was perfected. Shoes also became a major industry. Rhode Island, the birthplace of American industry, with its early textile mills. It later became a center for jewelry and silverware production. Connecticut, famous for its clock-making industry in towns like Bristol and Waterbury. It also produced firearms and brass goods. New York, home to the Erie Canal, which transformed transportation and made New York City a major port. It became a center for finance, trade, and manufacturing. Pennsylvania, rich in coal and iron, it became a center for iron production and later steelmaking in Pittsburgh. New Jersey, known for its textile mills and ironworks. Later it became a center for the chemical and pharmaceutical industries. Maine, its forests provided lumber for shipbuilding, and its rivers powered sawmills. It also developed a fishing and textile industry. Delaware, known for its shipbuilding and flour milling industries. Maryland, a center for shipbuilding and trade in Baltimore, which became a major port. These are just a few examples of the many industries that flourished in the Northeast. The region was a hive of activity, its factories producing a wide range of goods that helped to build a nation. Section 8. From farm fields to factories, a lasting transformation. The rise of industry in the Northeast was a period of dramatic change. It transformed the region from a largely agricultural society to an industrial powerhouse. Factories sprang up, cities grew, and the rhythm of life was forever altered. The effects of this transformation are still felt today. The Industrial Revolution brought both progress and problems. It created jobs, spurred innovation, and raised living standards for many. But it also led to pollution, poverty, and harsh working conditions. The legacy of this era is complex, a mix of triumphs and challenges that continue to shape the Northeast and the nation as a whole.